Kaz here, and I am back with another video, and in today's video I am going to be doing more of an introduction to our journey and how we got to where we are today. So if you're interested, please follow along. If you're not already subscribed, please do. It means the world to me. I basically am doing these videos to hopefully help some people and also to try and get some more awareness in Ireland about how you can become financially free, become debt free, and how you can actually take full control of your own finances. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed, please do. It just means that more people can see my channel. So yeah, without further ado, how we got started. So basically myself and my husband met when I was 18 and he was 24, so we were pretty young, and we ended up having our first born, and I was 21. So we were very young parents, and honestly from the beginning we kind of struggled from that point onwards. Also, it was 2009 and there was a big recession in Ireland, and I could not get work anywhere. I was working in accountancy, I was an account technician, and I lost my job in a recession and I just couldn't get work anywhere. So I then took a career break, and in that time we struggled on and we rented and we moved house a few times. Then in 2011 we got married, and I will link my video below where I talk about how much that cost. So we had a lovely wedding and it only cost €7,000. So we did still have to take out a small loan, but we were fortunate enough to pay it off. So basically, even though we were boomers, I suppose, we actually didn't take out any crazy loans or anything like that. We just got car loans when we needed it, paid them off, and then we would need the next car loan. We were in this cycle of getting a car loan, paying it off, then it would take the 5 years to pay off that car loan, and then the next car would be due. So it was just this cycle going on. And we would have gotten the occasional top up of like a few €100 for Christmas or a holiday, something like that. So yeah, we were in this cycle, and basically we would never have been able to get out of it if we didn't do something about it. And take control. So basically, yeah, we were living paycheck to paycheck, and basically for a lot of that time we were just a single income family. So then fast forward to 2017, I actually went back to college and I studied in a completely different career, and I ended up going to work, and I worked then full-time from that point onwards, and I was able then to bring in a wage. So that made such a difference to our house, and for the first year of bringing in a wage we just enjoyed that extra income, and when we even went on 2 holidays after getting that extra income, so we did really enjoy it. However, at the end of it, we for the first time had quite a large credit card bill. Basically we went to America and we decided to use our credit card, and we spent more than we should have, but had a great time, no regrets. And that basically was the absolute pinnacle moment when we got back. We got back in October, and then November and December we had these massive credit card bills to pay. We weren't paying minimum payment, thank God. we had set it at 25%, but it was a massive bill. Like, I think we had €700 or €800 one month to pay off it. So yeah, that was just absolutely like shocking. And the way it works obviously with the credit card as well is some bills didn't come onto the credit card before the payment was due, so you thought you were getting somewhere and then more came onto it over time. So it was just shocking. So then in 2019 we just took complete control of our finances. We completely paid off our credit card in January and February of that year, and over the year we saved for our house. That video is also on my channel. That entire year we did a no spend year. We were very strict. We didn't spend any money on things we didn't need, and we were just very frugal that year. It was very strict, and I definitely wouldn't do it every year or very often. But if you have something that you're really working towards, like for us it was to own our own home, it was so worth it. Like, it was a tough year, really difficult, but worth it in the end. So in that year that's what we did, and we ended up saving over 15,000 that year. And that was on the 2 incomes, and we did every side hustle we could. We saved every extra euro we could to put towards that. We had no debt in that year apart from a small credit union loan, and yeah, we just went for it, hell for leather, and we had the whole family involved. And the kids were just so supportive, and it was just such an amazing lesson to teach them and to show them that, like, we worked really hard and look, we did it. We got what we wanted. We worked for that goal as much as we could, and we achieved it. So yeah, that was that year. Then we continued on over the next year. Obviously, then COVID hit. So we then were on reduced income for a lot of the next year. I was working in an area where it was just completely closed, like working with the public, and I was a service, so it was just completely closed. I couldn't go and work, and so I did try and save wherever I could. I did a lot of side hustle income, and then that year we also became pregnant with my youngest, and then obviously in 2021 I had my littlest, my little man, and I had him at the start of the year. And so I was off for pretty much that entire year on maternity leave, and I took the normal maternity leave. I got the 6 months, and then I went on to unpaid maternity leave, which was 16 weeks, and that we found very difficult, but we decided to use that as a time where we would see if we could live off that one paycheck again, if it was at all possible, especially considering we had an additional family member. We also have obviously more responsibilities now. We own our home, we have chickens, we have 2 cars, things like that. So we just needed to make sure we could live off that, and found it incredibly hard, really hard, not gonna lie. But decided then that we needed to go back down to basics, back to cash envelopes, back to sinking funds, and really like watch where every euro was going. And it's definitely possible. We seem to be doing okay. We have big goals for this year. We obviously want to become debt free. We obviously have lots of things we're saving for. So if you've watched my sinking funds video, we are sinking money into different expenses that we have this year. Like, my daughter is due to get braces this year, and they're obviously quite expensive. Also, my son is starting secondary school this year, and that is a lot more expensive than national school. and then we have the usual Christmas and birthdays, and I'm part of a big family, so yeah, we have lots of things to save for, but it's still possible, we're still able to do it. So yeah, at the end of that maternity leave, I then went on to parents' leave, and you do get paid for that in Ireland, and that was for 6 weeks. And I just put all of that money aside. I didn't spend a single penny of it, and that all became our emergency fund. So that €1,000 emergency fund came about from that. So we were very lucky in a sense that we built it up very quickly over a couple of weeks. We built it up over December and January, and if you look at my first few videos on this channel, you can see me building that up. And yeah, that's how we got our emergency fund. So basically, if anything comes about, we have that €1,000. Most things should be covered by €1,000, like if a washing machine broke down, or the car, in my case, that blooming car, oh my god, if you've watched my videos, that I've had some hassle with that car this year, but that will be covered by the emergency fund. So I am making sure to try and save for anything that is an expense that I know is coming up in my sinking fund. So for example, if you know that you need new tyres, you should start saving for that now. It's not an emergency, you knew it was coming, but then the emergency things are things you didn't know and just came out of the blue, so that's what that is for. And yeah, we built that up. I started this channel in the middle of December, and I just basically wanted to do something while I was off, keep my mind busy. I do kind of treat it like a part-time job, that's why there's so many videos, and it's quite a bit of work, but I really love it. I absolutely am getting so much out of the channel and out of Instagram, and yeah, I'm loving every minute of it. So yeah, I started that then in the middle of December, and it started growing, I'd say, in January, really. It started really growing then, from then onwards. And yeah, so we are where we are now today. So we are working to try and pay off our debt. And hopefully that will happen this year. The future then, what I am hoping to do is I would like, as soon as the debt is paid off, to then be saving a further buffer in that emergency fund. So I have that €1,000, but I would like to have about 3 months worth of expenses put aside. So basically, if my husband lost his job in the morning, or wasn't able to work for some reason, we would have enough money put aside that would cover that happening. And it would mean then we'd be in less of a stressful situation. And then basically going forward, our goals are to save for college for our children. Our goals are also to start saving pensions, and then maybe also investing, which is really exciting. There's a whole nother community called the FIRE community, which is financial independence and retiring early. And I am dipping my toe into that community. I would absolutely love to be in that community. And there is lots of people on social media talking about that community. So if you're interested in that at all, look into it. But yeah, that would be exciting. And really it's about trying to get to a place where you are actually enjoying your money that you are making, rather than just paying Joe every month. That's where we want to get. And if I can turn this into an income of some sort, that would be amazing. But in the meantime, I'm really enjoying it. It motivates me every single month to be talking to all these people who are in the same boat, who are like-minded and are working towards similar goals. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a better understanding of our financial journey and where we came from and what we're at and what we're about. And if you've any questions, please put them below. I have no problem answering any of them. And I will chat to you all in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed. Chat to you later. Bye.